The American occupation of the Philippines is the period from 1898 to 1946, when the United States took control of the island after defeating Spain, fought Filipino revolutionaries in the Philippine-American War, and ruled the country until granting independence on July 4, 1946. On May 1, 1898, U.S. warship under Commodore George Dewey destroyed Spanish fleet in Manila Bay, opening doors for American control. After the Spanish-American War, Philippines passed from Spanish to U.S. control under the terms set in peace agreement, marking the beginning of American rule. After the war, the U.S. set up laws and institutions governing the island, including acts organized civil government and defined territories' status under U.S. rule. Later, the Philippines became a U.S. Commonwealth, a transitional step meant to prepare for full independence, which would come after World War II. The United States took control of the Philippines for several reasons. First is gateway to Asia. Use the Philippines as a base in Asia and protect trade routes. The Philippines sits in a key spot in Pacific, a close major sea routes to China and Southeast Asia. For American leaders, holding the island meant having a safe harbors for the Navy, a strong base for moving ships and supplies, and a way to watch and shape events in Asia. Control of the Manila Bay strengthened American military reach and made it easier to protect trade and project power across Pacific. Manila Bay provided a safe naval base for the U.S. fleet in the Pacific. By the late 80s, the U.S. was an industrial giant. Business leaders and expansionists wanted new places to sell American products and to access raw materials. Philippines had rich farmland and useful resources, and it provided a bridge to a larger Asian markets. Taking the island promised fresh trade path and tighter control over regional commerce that could benefit American companies. President William McKinley spoke of benevolent assimilation, claiming that the U.S. had a duty to educate, uplift, and civilize Filipinos. They used simple moral language, talking about uplifting and guiding the people to justify control. Many Americans saw colonization as a way to spread democracy, Christianity, and Western values, even though Filipinos already had their own culture and government. The US worried if it did not take the Philippines, another empire like Germany, Japan, or Britain would. Holding the island blocked rivals and kept important ports out of their hand and signaled that the US had arrived as a global power. In a world of fast-moving imperial competition, leaders felt that they had to act quickly after defeating Spain. Occupying the island showed the world that America was now a global power. At home, Americans argued fiercely. Pro-imperialists said that empire would bring glory, jobs, and order, while anti-imperialists said it betrayed American values of freedom and consent. The split was sharp. The same nation that once fought a revolution against colonial rule was now claiming a colony. This tension shaped policy and opinion during and after the war with Spain and into the Philippine American War. Filipino revolutionaries expected independence after Spain's defeat, but instead they faced a new ruler. This turned hope to disappointment, fueled a bitter war, with heavy losses and deep wounds. Even as the US built schools and infrastructure, it also used force to keep control, limiting Filipino self rule and reshaping local politics to fit American goals.